Hi everybody, this is kilzhot from 99 Sports, and just want to say hello to everybody. We are doing our college football top 25 picks, and we got a lot of stuff to roll through. I am glad to be back for everybody. I appreciate all the messages, all the responses on Kick. Just a little mini vacation, and we will have a special guest today, so Morris is going to help me pick some of the games. Extremely clingy kitten the last couple days. I think... You know, once I was out of his sight for a little bit, he's not used to this extended vacation stuff. Now it's he won't leave my side. So he's going to help me roll through some of the picks. We got some good games today. So before we get into all the games, I just want to say thanks to all of you guys being here. I see Tommy. I see Israel back in the house. Chip Smith, thanks for being here, Chip. Big Clemson fan. We're going to talk about that game as well. I see Kel in the house. Deathclaw, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you being here as well. Carol McFry. Schmeek, oh man. I am getting all the old school people coming back in, so just want to say thank you to all of you guys. So if you're hearing me okay, just a quick 999 in chat. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on this weekend, I have to tell you. So we're going to be doing some Walking Dead stuff. We're going to be doing Chill with Kills. We're going to be doing Wars and Walking Dead Road to Survival. We will talk about Walking Dead March to War. Some new peace treaties and some stuff is up. Of course, NFL football is going to be tomorrow. College football today. So I'm just super excited. Appreciate everything that you guys do for the channel, and thanks all of your support when I actually took a couple days off. So it's good to get that going. So let's get right into it. I think I'm on a roll, Tommy. I see Steve. What's going on, Steve? Good to see you as well. Last couple weeks, and you guys know from the NFL, big three-team parlay for me. It was college football. Sorry, I did the all-state parlay. It was Ohio State, Michigan State, and Penn State was a big play for me, and hit all three of them. So today, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick another three-teamer. Why not? I got some good feelings about a few of these. So let's just start right from the top. We're going to get into some of these 12 o'clock games. We'll start out with Ole Miss and Auburn. Auburn is a 21-point favorite. I'm going to go in and say that Auburn actually covers the 21, but barely. Obviously, Auburn's going to win the game, but I think Ole Miss is going to put a few points on the board. This is going to be one of those that's going to come down to maybe 24, 26-point range, like a 48 to 21, 48-22, something really weird like that. I don't think they're going to just like blow the spread out of the water because these two teams go back. I mean, they got some history, obviously, but I'm going to take Auburn to barely cover the spread. So let's go with Auburn. I'm going to say by 24 points. I'll take them to cover. Next game, I don't like this one at all. I do like Georgia. I like Georgia, but I like Georgia to play an Alabama style of football. Georgia 5-0. Vanderbilt is a good football team. Georgia's given 17 points on the road. I like Vandy to play very close in this one. I'm going to say Georgia actually wins the game, but only by 7. So take Vandy plus the points. I'm going to say something, maybe 27-20 or 20-13, something like that. Georgia by 7 is what I like. So I like Vandy plus the points. Take Vandy at home plus the 17. All right, moving right along, we got Oklahoma and Iowa State. Oklahoma given 31 points. Too many points to cover. This is going to be one of those games where Oklahoma's up by 35 points. They call the dogs off. Take Iowa State. Iowa State stays within, in my opinion, within 28 points. I'll take Iowa State plus the points here, even on the road. Oklahoma gets up big, rest a little bit. Iowa State, that garbage touchdown at the end just to make everybody happy. Iowa State covers the point spread. So I'm liking some of the dogs here. Penn State at Northwestern. Penn State learned by their close call that they better play the whole game. So I do like Penn State to go up to Northwestern, cover the spread. I'm going to say Penn State scores big on Northwestern. Take Penn State to win by 20-plus points on the road. Big game for Penn State. So they're starting to really look like a strong contender. And at rank number 4, you can't take a week off, so Penn State needs to win big. I agree with you, Tommy. See, I am not anti-Pennsylvania. I know I get accused of that sometimes. I can't pick the Eagles games, but I'm going to take Penn State to cover. So, oh, do we have another making of a state parlay, possibly? Hold on. More to come on that. Wake Forest and Clemson. Wake Forest is a good football team. Clemson is an elite football team. Oh, wait a minute. Steve says Northwestern could pull off the upset. Wait a minute. Steve is throwing down the gauntlet and saying Northwestern. Tommy, how do you feel about that? You feel that Northwestern could put... I'm going to mark that game because I'm going to get back with Steve. I got it as Penn State going and winning big. Steve is going with the Northwestern upset. This Tommy's like, no way. All right, we'll move on. We'll get back to that. So we got Wake Forest and Clemson. Deathclaw is saying Clemson, but not sure about the 21. Clemson's coming off some physical football. Wake is a good football team. A little disappointing with Florida State last week. Florida State is actually a better football team than their record as well. I like Clemson to not cover the spread. I don't like a Clemson blowout here. 21 points. I think Wake Forest scores with them pretty well. Clemson by 2 touchdowns. And we're going to say something in the neighborhood of 38-24. Take Wake plus the points. Interesting football game. Kel, LSU coming into Florida. LSU absolutely embarrassed last week. They got trolled. It's Steve, it's at Clemson. LSU got trolled by Troy. That just shouldn't happen. They need a strong comeback. But the question is, are they that good? I say no. I think maybe they come back and play hard, but playing hard does not get them a win. If they can't beat Troy at home during homecoming, we got some problems here. I think Florida wins the game. Florida goes to 4-1. I know it's only a 1-point spread, which is telling you that if it was a neutral site, LSU would be favored. So Florida at home, Florida's going to win. LSU's not as good as people think. Florida by 7. 24-17. Florida covers the spread. This is actually a good football game. West Virginia at TCU. Anybody want to see some scoring? Watch West Virginia at TCU. It's Holgerson, right? You know, the coach of West Virginia. TCU giving them 13. Take the Mountaineers big in this. The Mountaineers could pull off an upset against TCU. In fact, you know what? The Mountaineers will pull off an upset against TCU. TCU 4-0, ranked number 8. West Virginia goes in, takes care of business in a shootout. West Virginia 45-44 by 1 point. This is going to be last-second touchdown. West Virginia wins, walks off, ruins the night for TCU. West Virginia 13-point underdog. Take the points because you're going to be happy with this one the whole game. I like West Virginia a lot in this game. Notre Dame and North Carolina. Notre Dame 4-1. North Carolina, a program just in peril. One, I don't really care. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Chip, are you reading my mind here? Chip's like, we're almost aligned here. Chip says 48-45. I said 45-44, so that's pretty bizarre that we were that close. Yeah, Notre Dame may cover, they may not cover. I don't know. I don't even want to call this one because the game doesn't interest me at all. And I really wish North Carolina was better because I'm not a Notre Dame fan. I would love for North Carolina to just outright win the game. You know, just for the heck of it, let's take North Carolina to cover the spread and lose the game. Notre Dame, 31-28. Another heartbreaker for North Carolina. Okay, this is where... Exactly. I love Notre Dame Boarfest. Very good. This is where it gets very, very interesting. Miami 3-0, Florida State 1-2. I've been reading it all day. If Miami wins, the U is back. The U is back. You know what? Miami ain't going to win. The U is not back. Florida State spanks them. I'm taking Miami as Miami's a 3-point favorite. Miami is a 3-point favorite at Florida State. Florida State rolls big over Miami. I'm calling this one. Mark this down, Tommy. Florida State 31-14. Miami gets smacked right in the mouth. Telling you. Not even close. Florida State dominates the game. The game against Wake is going to get their mojo back. They're going to remind Miami that they're Florida State, and Miami's still Miami. Not taking the U. All right, moving on. I'm going to get some controversy for that. But you know what? I got to pick the tough ones. So my two big upsets of the day right now are Florida State, big, and West Virginia. I'm feeling a three-teamer coming on here. Ooh, could Florida State be part of the new state part? Or do I have Florida State, Penn State? So Florida State is going to be team number one in the three-team parlay. I'll figure out the other two in a minute. All right, we got Oregon State at USC. USC given 33. We don't even need to talk about it. UC by a lot. I'll take Southern Cal to cover, actually. Ohio State against Maryland. I am not putting Ohio State in the state parlay this week because I think Maryland is going to play them close. Ohio State's given 30. Take Maryland plus 30. Maryland whipped up on Ohio State a couple years ago. So, I'm taking it. Alabama at Texas A&M. 5-0 Alabama. Texas A&M 4-1. Alabama giving 26.5. No way. Absolutely no way. You take Texas A&M all day, every day. Take the points on this one. I can't take them by 4 touchdowns on the road, Tommy. I got to take A&M. I'll give you Alabama by 17. But here's the problem that I have with this game. You basically have to decide whether or not you think Texas A&M can score more than 14 points. If Texas A&M gets 2 touchdowns, they're covering. I don't see Alabama putting 40-something points up today. So I'm not really picking Texas A&M or Alabama. I'm picking that Texas A&M is going to score a couple times. In college football, I think that's very doable. So I feel like that Alabama wins handily, no doubt about it. 20 points is handily. 17 points is handily. I'm okay with that. Exactly. 17's a blowout. I'm right there with you. So they don't cover the 26.5. 35-14, still a blowout, but not covering. I like A&M plus the points. Virginia Tech 4-1 at Boston College, 16.5. Boston College 2-3. I know on paper everybody wants to take Virginia Tech to bounce back after that Clemson game. I think this is a trap game. I'm taking Boston College at home plus 16.5. I know almost everybody's just going to say Virginia Tech, Virginia Tech, Virginia Tech. But I feel like some of that's incorporated into the point spread, that it's just not Virginia Tech versus Boston College. So, for example, if it wasn't like a rebound game or a revenge game, maybe this would be a 10-point spread, or maybe it'd be a 9-point spread. So, Virginia Tech gets right, but not this week. Virginia Tech wins, or, oh man, I'm not going to go out on a limb and pick an upset. I don't want to do that. We got some Virginia Tech fans in here. Virginia Tech wins but doesn't cover. And here we go. This might be our game of the day. Michigan State versus Michigan. 4-1 Michigan State. 4-0 Michigan. 10 points is way too much in this game. Michigan State is number 2 on my state parlay. I got Florida State number 1, Michigan State number 2. Michigan by a field goal. Michigan 23-20 by a field goal. Michigan barely wins. No way, Tommy. No, Tommy, you're going to pick a push in this game? A 10-point spread? You know, this is kids growing up together. They know each other in middle school. All of this. Michigan, I'm right there with you, Deathclaw. Michigan, 3-point win. All right, thanks, Steve. Thanks for popping in, buddy. All right, and this is one I am not putting in my state parlay. Washington State versus Oregon. The Ducks. Take the Ducks. Return to the Ducks. 4-1 Oregon. Washington State 5-0, ranked number 11. Washington State given 2.5 points. Take the Ducks here. Ducks in a score fest. 56 Oregon. 48 Washington State. The Ducks cover the point spread. All right, and here we go. Here's another upset for all of you. I'm just going to say it from the start. Wisconsin ranked number 9 at Nebraska, 3-2. Wisconsin, 10.5 point favorite. Nebraska upsets Wisconsin. I'm picking another 10-point underdog at home. I've been doing well with these. 10, 11 points. Obviously, I'm taking Nebraska plus the points. A lot of people don't have confidence in Nebraska at 3-2. I say Nebraska goes 4-2, gives Wisconsin their first loss of the season. Tough place to play. It's a night game in Nebraska. Take Nebraska to win outright. I know it's not going to be a popular opinion because anytime I pick a team that's a 10.5 point dog, I always get a lot of flack on it, but I'm taking them. Central Florida and Cincinnati. Central Florida given 16.5 points at Cincinnati. I don't know. I'll take Cincinnati plus the points. Sure. Not really interested in it. Stanford at Utah. 3-2 Stanford given 3.5 points to Utah. Number 20 Utah. No, Stanford's not going to win at Utah. Take Utah. Take the home team plus the 3.5. Cal at number 6 Washington. Washington given 29 points. 3-2 Cal against Washington. 29 is a lot. You know what? I'm a sucker. I'll take Cal plus 29. I'll take Washington to win by 28, and the point will put me over the top. How about that? And the last game of the night, really, really late, San Diego State at UNLV. San Diego State given 9. They are 5-0. I'll take San Diego State. I'll take San Diego State by 17. So that is a little bit of our college football. You know what? We're pretty aligned on a lot of these games. So Chip, you're going 34. You're going only 14 points over Cal. Yeah. I mean, I'll take Cal plus the points. I don't know if it'll be that close, but I do like 29. I don't know that I like 26 or 27. So that's a little bit of what we got going on. So you guys know where we stand on these. I guess I'm going to be put on the spot here. Let me give my 3-team parlay though. And look, don't just do this because it's not a lock. It's not a guarantee. I do like my state parlays. So here we go. You know what? I'm gonna do another state parlay, and you guys can write this down if you want. So the first most confident in the state parlay is Florida State. I will take Florida State plus the 3. All right. I'm gonna take Michigan State plus the 10, and I'm gonna take Penn State giving 14 on the road. So my state parlay: Florida State, Michigan State, and Penn State. I'm a little uncomfortable putting Penn State on back-to-back state parlays. You know what, Kel? If I'm the only one here that said Florida State, then that means it's a guarantee, because that's the way these people in Las Vegas make their money. When you think that there's a game that's so easy that everybody picks the same way, Vegas kills you. I mean, they do. So the fact that I am the only person picking Florida State, write it down. Guarantee it. Tommy, I am not doing a 5. If I were to do a 5-team parlay, we'll go ahead and add. I'll add 2 more teams. I'm not confident with this, but I'll do a 5-team parlay just for you guys. The confidence is Florida State, Michigan State, Penn State. Tomorrow, when I do the other live stream, you guys are going to hear me say, hey, I just hit a few hundred on that one. All right. Let me add 2 more that I will make it a 5-teamer, Tommy. So I'm going to put West Virginia and Texas A&M on there. West Virginia and Texas A&M plus the points. There's your 5-teamer. And it's confidence in that order. Florida State, Michigan State, Penn State, West Virginia, Texas A&M. The house never loses. And that's why it's good to do these, right? All right, hey, once again, my sincere thanks. Thanks, everybody. Let me do a couple promos and tell you guys what we're going to do. Hopefully today I will have a comic book read up on the other channel. Just trying to get my schedule back to normal. So there may be a couple of videos that are going to post today. And tomorrow morning we will have Chill with Kills. We're going to do some gaming stream. We're going to do some live Walking Dead Road to Survival Wars. So that's going to be what's going on. Also, we're going to have our NFL picks and talk a little bit about fantasy. Thank you, Ann. I missed you too. Carol as well. Missed all of you guys. So we'll do tomorrow. I am definitely going to do some Walking Dead chat toward the evening. So it's going to be action-packed next couple of days. We're going to get back on our normal October schedule. So comic book reads are going to be coming, sports all over the place, and of course a little bit of video game stuff. So that is what's going on. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody that's part of this channel. You guys are just doing a tremendous job building everything that we do, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.